Hello, Marcus Lim here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Batman Black and White Omnibus. So this is a very exciting collection which collects all of the Batman Black and White stories. So every single Batman Black and White story that DC has ever published, okay? From the original 1996 4-issue miniseries to the backups in the Gotham Knights Batman series, and then also the Batman Black and White Volume 2 6-issue miniseries. Okay, so let's have a look at the back, and it says there's good, there's evil, okay, and there's Batman Black and White. Alright, so the title is simple, but the talent is spectacular. Okay, and yeah, so you can see all these talents involved, right? Comic book legends in the comic book industry: Neil Adams, Brian Boland, Dave Gibbons, to name just a few. Alright, but before I get into this gigantic omnibus, let me just take you through the original Batman Black and White series. Okay, so it all began here. Batman Black and White issue number 1 back in 1996, and as you can see, so the cover to the omnibus is actually taken from the issue number 1 by Jim Lee back in 1996. Okay, and yeah, so maybe I'll just quickly show you one of the stories here that I really like, which is this one over here by Bruce Timm, the legendary executive producer behind Batman the Animated Series. It is one of the highlights, I have to say, for me. Batman Black and White, a story about Harvey Dent, Two-Face. And then you've got also issue number 2, Black and White. You can see there's a Frank Miller cover. And then here we've got number 3 of the original Batman Black and White series. And then issue number 4. Issue number 4 in particular has also a pretty well known one, Brian Boland, the Innocent Guy story. And this is usually most often included with the Killing Joke in collection, like in hardcovers and softcover collections of the Killing Joke. They always include this one as well, given that Brian Boland is the artist behind the Killing Joke as well. Okay, so that's the original 4-issue series that started it all. And then we come to now this is a lot of stuff that I want to maybe just quickly show you. Right, the Batman Gotham Knights Batman comic book series that ran from 2000 to I think 2006. So here is the first issue of Batman Gotham Knights, and in every issue there is a backup story, which is a Batman Black and White story. So you can see, for instance, in this one, it's a story by Warren Ellis and Jim Lee, okay, to become the Bat. Okay, so that's first issue of Gotham Knights, and obviously I'm not gonna go through every single one of these Gotham Knights issues. So actually number 49 was the very last issue, which featured the Gotham Knights, sorry, the Batman Black and White backup story. Okay, so here we've got the final one with Jeff Jones as the writer. Fear is the key. Okay, alright, so that's that. So there's a lot of those. And then finally we have the I would say volume 2, published 2013, of the Batman Black and White series. And you can see here, this is the first issue of the new volume 2, which features a cover by Mark Silvestri. Alright, and we've also got issue number 2, issue number 3, issue number 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so all of these are included in the Batman Black and White Omnibus. Okay, so let's now open this up. Okay. Alright, here we go. Batman Black and White Omnibus. If I remove the jacket, that's what the jacket looks like. Okay. And here we've got here's what it looks like without the jacket. Batman Black and White, very simple. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look then. So table of contents. We've got introduction, and then we've got all of the stories in chronological order, right? So the Two of a Kind, that's the one that I was showing you before by Bruce Timm. So there's a lot of stories. Because as I said, right, it's an omnibus that collects every single Batman Black and White story over the years. So yeah, okay. Introduction. So that's a 1998 introduction by Mark Chiarello. And then we get to all the stories, okay? And yeah, so here's the Two of a Kind story, which I think I was showing you before. The one with Bruce Timm. By Bruce Timm, I mean. Alright. Yeah, so you get the idea, right? Just a collection of all the Batman Black and White stories. Alright, let me quickly flip. So yeah, so I think up to this point, this is where the first volume ends. And here is, yes. So this is, I actually don't have this particular story. This is the one by Paul Dini and Alex Ross, which is very well regarded. It's called Case Study. And I think it was originally done for the Batman Black and White Volume 2 hardcover. So it's not really in any of those single issues. So it's nice to have it in this omnibus. Okay. So I'm just gonna flip through this fairly quickly. Batman to Become the Bat. So here is where the Gotham Knights backup story starts, which I think I was showing you before. This is the one by Warren Ellis and Jim Lee. Okay. So tons and tons of stories, right? It'll definitely take me a long time to get through every single story. But perhaps if you go through one a day, you might just get through them in less than a year. Okay. So I'll just flip to the end and see if there's anything. Oh, okay, very cool. So at the end, we've got a cover gallery, table of contents. So I showed you before the original 4 covers from the original 1996 series. And then we got all these Batman Gotham Knights. Not all of them, just a selection. Okay. Yeah, so that's the one. And that's Batman Gotham Knights number 1, which I was showing you just before. And 6-issue miniseries in 2013. And some pinups. Yeah. And then some commentary as well. Cover sketch, pencils, Bruce Timm layout. So this is again the Bruce Timm story, but here we've got just his layouts. Alright, so these are just some extras, which is a nice touch to have. Even have a sculpture gallery for the statues, inspired by the Batman Black and White artwork from so many different artists' interpretations of the Dark Knight. There's Kelly Jones one here. Team Cell. And yep, so that's it. So Batman Black and White Omnibus. Definitely, you know, a volume that no Batman fan should miss out on. As it says at the back here, it is a work of art, an essential addition to the library of all Batman fans. Okay? So yeah, I would say if you haven't had a chance to you know, read any of these stories, or you know, like, even if you had, still a good idea to have it, all of them, right? There's so many, right? It's all scattered throughout in one gigantic volume that you can just take out and read. As I said, maybe even just one a day, right? They are really short, punchy stories, some funny, some action-packed, some sincere, some even heartbreaking. Yeah, everything that you could ever ask as a, you know, a fan of the Batman. You've probably got it all in here. Stories by legendary, you know, storytellers and artists in the comic book industry. So yeah, so that's my very, perhaps not that quick, but hope you really enjoyed this glimpse into Batman Black and White Omnibus. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.